Hey guys. So, there's a thing I've known for years, and whenever someone has a great success, it's like, life is like a roller coaster. There's always ups and downs to everything we do. And this year started off for me hard. It's my senior year, and everything was escalating faster and faster. My band program, for the first time in a year, for the first time ever, we had a streak that went on. We were trying to get 81, which we'd have to get a first division in UIL marching contest. And this was our state year. My sophomore year, we made it to area, and we lost. We didn't go to state. This year was our chance. And the judges always play a mean trick on us. They always wait 20 seconds before announcing to build up the suspense. And we got a Division II. That whole crowd was quiet. It hurt everyone. And I remember half my friends in tears. I was in tears. My brother, who was a freshman, he was in tears. And I remember talking to a majority of my band in front of the bus. It was good. Then I get the good news that I made it to Carnegie Hall. I broke down in tears right there in my mom's bedroom. Because I've been working my ass off for this for years. Since my sophomore year. Thanks to one of the middle school band directors, she gave me private lessons. She helped me learn She helped me learn my all region music. I performed 2 of my etudes from that, plus my solo from last year that she was my pianist for. And that's how I made it. And I'm writing a story right now about everything that's going on. And I've stopped because I wanted to wait to see what else happened. And I was going to wait for something, and I'll come back to this. So, all region tryouts came, and I placed first. I made an honors band. My trophy is the one on the top, not the one next to the poster, but my finger is cut. That one. And so I knew I was going to make it to area again. December came around, and, well, before all this, my family was in kind of trouble. And I'm not going to explain why. It's just something happened. I'm leaving it at that. And that was the other down that happened. Because me and my family, we were panicking trying to figure out how we're going to pay for my trip to Carnegie. Luckily, we had the community and my family and other family members chip in. And I was happy. January came around, and January was the best month for me. I went to area, got first chair again, advanced to the recording round again. Last year I got fifth chair. Top fifth chair out of 32 other contrabasses in the state of Texas. I was 2 away from making it, 1 from being an alternate. Well, this year I made fourth chair. I was an alternate, and I was ecstatic. I did better than I did last year, and I was overwhelmed. A few weeks later, I had the Depths Ball. I was my girlfriend's escort, and that night was so magical. A few days later, no, the very next week, I was gone. I left for Carnegie. My name was in the newspaper around here in Plainview, Texas. It was in the newspaper. It was on our school website. I went down there and I made new friends. And I still talk to all of them. Not as much as I should, but enough. I'm going to start doing it more, but they were all fun. I waited 4.5 years. I've studied the Phantom of the Opera for 4.5 years. I've seen it. I've seen the Lubbock rendition of it. And over the summer with my band, I went and watched Aladdin. And this year, they offered, whenever I was going to Carnegie, they offered me 3 choices. Either I can see the Phantom of the Opera, Wicked, or Aladdin. They told us to put numbers by what we wanted. And I put 1 by the Phantom of the Opera, and I went to go see it. I sat between 2 of my good friends, and I explained the whole plot to them. And afterwards, they understood it perfectly. Hell, I got a little bear over there, the little playbill thing, and I love them. They're so amazing. And the Joker up there I got from Area. Not Area. Yeah, Area. That little cup, you can't really see it, but the one that Batman and Joker are hanging off of, I got that at Area too, at Synergy. The only bad thing about all this, I didn't know any of my normal music. I was being sent out so much for school, for area, and literally, I came back. They started a new schedule thing. The first Friday we did it, I was gone for something. The next Friday they did it, I was gone over at my middle school that I went to because they were doing a recruitment thing for younger kids. And I was talking to the kids about what I've done. Then, yeah, the first time I actually experienced it was in February. I go to solo and ensemble tryouts. And I've already given up my solo at this time because I've had my solo since November and I couldn't memorize it. And I asked my band directors, like, can I please switch to something? And I was gonna play a clarinet choir. I was gonna play In Kleine Notmusik by Mozart. I was gonna play it on contra. That didn't happen because my group was already in a clarinet choir. So we played we split off into the 6 of us split off into 2 groups of 3, and we played a clarinet trio. It's the first time I've ever played on my clarinet for anything like that since 6th grade. I played my sax quartet, and I played my clarinet trio. Both got 1s. My best friend Randall, which in my vlogs from New York, I show you guys have saw what Randall was, who he was, and he was terrified. He's like, oh no, we're going to do bad. And both his ensembles got ones. My brother, who's a freshman, he got a 1 and a 2. He got a 2 on the piece I did last year, Military Symphony, but he got a 1 on his other one, and I was so proud of him. And I went to go watch both of them. So, proud big brother moment right there. And then all this started. Literally the week before spring break. That Friday, before we got out, we didn't go to school. Every other school around us was still in session. My school closed to do a cleaning thing. It was supposed to be senior skip day for me, and it never happened. My anniversary, my 1-year anniversary came up, and as I mentioned in that video, I couldn't see my girlfriend, except over phone. Talk of canceling graduation terrified me. My whole class has worked so hard. Not just the people here where I live, but everyone in the class of 2020 has worked so hard, and now that might be taken from them. I said, as I mentioned earlier, in my book, I'm writing down all the trials I went through, especially for Carnegie Hall, and everything else, like throughout my life. And I was gonna stop writing it after, like, the Carnegie Hall thing, because the last two chapters, because I think because there's 13 chapters in all. But one chapter is dedicated to all the hard work I put in for Carnegie. One chapter was talking about the events leading up to Carnegie, and the next chapter after that is in Carnegie. Yeah, one after that is leaving Carnegie, and then that leaves the last 2 chapters of what's going on with the rest of my life. And I was going to wait until after solo and ensemble, state solo and ensemble. But today I got a thing on my Facebook from my band directors, because my band has a Facebook page, and they've said that our solo and ensemble, our state solo and ensemble trip has been canceled. And that really hurt me. I hate this thing that we're under. I miss seeing my friends. I miss my girlfriend. I miss my teachers. I don't mean to leave this on a sad note. I really don't. But if anyone sees this, and you have a senior in your life, please just give them a hug. Because they really need one. need to stay strong. We entered this world in a state of panic, and it was a nightmare for what was going on. We entered knowing a world of war instead of love. No one ever said growing up was going to be easy, and it certainly hasn't been. So, just hold strong. I'll probably upload tomorrow. I've been wanting to do a cover of a few songs, anyways, and so I'll probably borrow my brother's phone and do some covers. But till then, stay sharp, my friend.